Okay, welcome back. Let's
Welcome
continue.
back, guys. We're continuing now with Elders.
Time to run another ad. Okay, so, um, well, you all sent something. Excuse me? 13 charisma. Use my level 4 advance to put it into charisma.
Hey, I wasn't describing your character. I was describing the player.
I wasn't either. But you all sense that something fucky is going on, and a lot of the Toreador, pretty much all of them, are at Elysium tonight. Like as quickly as they are able to get over here. Would you like to make a speech to your people before too many of the others show up?
Well, I first would want to actually see about confirming suspicions. Like, was I the only person who felt that?
Yeah, no, they're all talking about it.
Fuck, I don't have a speech prepared. Speeches are hard, okay?
I could roll for them, but
Yeah, most of them get it.
actually Sybil got an even clearer sense of it. You know, she has a sense of direction. It's like traveling essentially somewhat to the what path did that fucking storm take? Let's check. Hurricane Betsy. Let's see. So it's somewhere to the east southeast, traveling towards west northwest. Like there's just this stream of power going one direction and stuff getting pulled the other direction.
It's almost as if it's directly going at us.
You know, it's passing straight through New Orleans. But yeah, that's like she says that she can feel it, like the direction that power is traveling around all of you.
How much time do we have?
No fucking clue. She just shrugs.
All right. Well, I believe all of us are aware of something's wrong is going on. And Sybil here, thank you for noticing more clearer than most, including me. We should be on our caution. We should be most cautious in this time. I will be seeing with the Tremere about what exactly this is and how we can stop it. In the meantime, all of you should prepare for what is upcoming. And of course, I don't have to repeat myself when I say be extra cautious outside. If you have any unfinished dealings, I would recommend doing them now rather than anything later.
Make charisma leadership at 7 because you essentially said it like make sure your will is in order.
Difficulty 7.
Yeah. Okay.
Really encouraging. Hold up. I honestly need to see. Ooh. Ooh. Holy shit, that's big. Oh. Yeah, no, this is exactly the kind of hurricane like a 12-year-old would say, like, how deep are you? 12 inches in your mom. Damn, that's bad.
Demi, please, we're a Christian show.
Amen.
You know, some of the Tremere are. Actually, let's see how well the sheriff does. She actually matters. Oh, she can roll at 6. She has Auspex Prodigy.
Oh,
Oof.
damn.
Actually,
He rolled it wrong, didn't he?
well, she would have healed 1 by now, surely, but she has wound penalties.
Can you just like say that she used?
This is more of a passive thing. Who else might do super well? Well, Bobby. Let's roll Bobbies. Nope. Actually,
Yeah,
no,
so
wait. Auspex Prodigy is double 10s.
So Bobby gets 3, or she gets
Yeah.
4.
She gets 4 and Bobby gets 3.
Nice. Yeah, people are aware.
It's a lot of Auspex prodigies.
There's only 2. That's why I rolled them. Damn it,
Only
babe.
person I think that we're missing is Jacklor, but
Kurt
that's
has
it.
no idea. Obviously.
Makes sense.
Okay. So, presumably, all of you will be trying to figure out in varying ways just what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I wanted to actually see about directly going to the Chantry using the mirrors,
Okay?
because I want to have a conversation with some of the Tremere and just see about working something out, and because I have to inform them of the mage bullshit.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to roll me a likely luck.
Huh. Wait, that's good, right? The 10 saves me, right?
Yeah, then it's perfectly good. Okay, you
So-
go over there.
And since I did come a bit, unarrived, since I don't want to touch quite anything electrical, I'm not very technological in that capacity. Not sure how it works. I just see about perhaps making a knock noise or something just to get somebody's attention
Yeah,
before
no,
I go
there's
further in.
usually someone in here because, you know.
Yeah. Excuse me for coming without any previous notification. May I speak to the regent or Alexandra, or if Michelle is here?
Just this burly dude who isn't one of the usual guys just holds up a finger, reaches in, pulls out a list, reaches into a different pocket, pulls out a different list. Okay,
My name is Benjamin Bywood. I must be somewhere here. There.
he starts tracing the names with one finger. Yes, there is a room with refreshments. If you will follow me, I will go and check if they are available.
Thank you.
Yep, you know, tries to do a impression of manners, pulls back a chair, shuffles you in, offers to open you a blood mead for you.
Hey, at least he's trying.
And yeah, he's gonna come back in 15 minutes, and he's can tell you that the regent is unavailable, as is Michelle, but Alexandra says that for you, she can make 5 minutes, but she's very busy.
Perfect.
He's gonna lead you down several floors into the library.
Mm-hmm.
And every free bit of floor there, let me just find where the library is. Like here, the desk has been moved to the corner. And Alexandra has made that whole, bit of floor into a work area. There's open books, there's several maps.
I have no idea where I'm looking.
Did I not move you to the... You should be focused on it now.
Oh, this area right here?
Why am I not... The library, you should have been moved down to
Yeah. I was.
here.
Ah, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah, it's been laid out. There's a radio with a weather forecast running. There's a map. She has several books laid out. Some of them are newly bound or relatively recently. They're still shining. You can tell that the newer books, some of them are written in Alexandra's handwriting.
Cool.
And it's just drawing diagrams, some of them on the map. Looks up. Benjamin,
Good
you
evening.
sensed it too, right?
Yes, one of the reasons why I'm here, and I see that you've already begun studying.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but they're trying something. I think they're gonna try an attack with magic.
So, do you know how severe it is?
The whole city is buzzing with power. So on a
Yes,
scale of
like-
1 to 10, that would be right there at 9 or 10, yes. This is... Fuck, I'm just glad I have access to a node.
And, well, I see that you're already listening in. We have any notification of arrival of this magic?
Just... I think they're trying to fuck with the weather and the power they have. Like, there now that would make that the easiest way to attack, but I'm still trying to figure out how it's coming together. I've just detected it. This is complicated crap.
I believe you. I know that you're busy, but I just needed to pass over, well, thank you for this information. That is one of the things that I mostly wish to see about. I've already informed, well, my clan of obviously, and I'll be informing the prince himself, so don't worry on that. However, I did also want to notify one thing, but since the region is unavailable, I hope that you may have some notion of this passing on. I investigated into the whole mage thing, and while this might not be your forte, region unavailable, simply, and I'll just give her a quick description of, sort of what I've learned of tradition magic and just see about just to spread that to the regent if
She
possible.
holds up a finger. It takes her 2 jumps to make it to the desk without stepping on anything.
Mhm.
She rifles through one of the drawers, pulls out a ripped piece of paper, slams it on the table, starts writing.
So all of that. And to conclude, I've also been able to find out that he has a relative in New York. I've already spoken with the prince, and it was seen about as, in terms of speed, that perhaps, if possible, contacting one of the local chantries there and seeing about them dealing with it might be the most efficient, quick way of dealing with the mage threat.
Okay. She has no idea about how to interpret what you said about the mage. She just notes it down.
Okay.
Okay, this is the kind of disgusting scheming crap that William is good at. Yeah, I'll let him know that's a thing, and I'll tell him to get in contact if he wants it firsthand.
Thank you. Did not want to drag you into this personally, but as circumstances are as is. What the fuck? Oh, welcome back. Holy shit, Jacqueline.
Okay, so Jackalor, if you're able to play, then let me just switch the cameras around. Then there is a note on your desk when you return from telling the Lord that a major magical working is in progress in the city and that you fear an attack and to send help. And there's a note on your table that says that Benjamin is here talking to Alexandra, or was here if you come back later. There's, little time at when he supposedly arrived. And essentially, yeah, Benjamin is here to talk about what presumably the whole city is picking up. You can roll perception awareness at 7 to see just how much you picked up of the vibes that are currently filling the city.
Let me enter the game.
Actually, I need to turn you up. You're really quiet.
Same. Jackler, just go la 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 until we get you good.
La 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 la.
God damn it! Stop. Demi, fuck you.
Okay, one more time. I think I have him at 184%.
Yeah.
Works.
So perception, alertness at
No,
7.
Awareness.
Awareness.
For
Either
once,
same.
this is an actual awareness roll.
Yeah, holy shit. We need to use that more often, I swear to God.
Oh, actually, yeah, I had the same dice pool. At 7, yes.
William's gonna be the most enlightened. Never mind.
Yeah, you're just picking up like a charge in the air, some kind of tension, but that's it.
Shit.
But yeah, like you already had a early meeting with Alexandra. She was knocking on the door as you were waking up, or something.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Benjamin's presumably talking with her, and she said that she's gonna start trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Presumably you come down the stairs into the library. She has covered that entire area after having moved the desk to the corner with papers, maps, books, etc. A lot of it her own material that she developed.
Great work, Alexandra. Do you have any idea what this could be so far?
They're fucking with the weather, I think. I don't know anymore yet.
Do you need my help?
No, but Benjamin has a lead on the mage.
Perfect. Where is he right now?
No, he's literally standing there.
Oh, I didn't see him.
Hello.
There you are.
I wish to speak to you first, but the ghoul said that you were unavailable at the time.
Yes, I was busy.
Alexander hands you like a folded ripped piece of paper. In it
Yes.
are like hastily scrawled notes about everything he could remember about the mage. Somewhere near New York has a parent that's still alive. Traditions mage, one of the more nature-aligned traditions, etc., etc.
Aren't they? Well, that's the modern day. They end up leaving traditions. I'm pretty sure. but that's the modern day, not right now.
Anyways, thank you, Alexandra, for informing.
Yes,
and,
fuck off. I'm
yes.
busy.
Exactly. Regent, if we may go upstairs.
Of course, let's go to my office.
Okay. Hobble. Clack. Clack.
I'll make sure the ship. I'll make sure the chantry moves us to the private.
Oh, that's a handicapped man's dream. I swear to God.
Okay, so he just leads you to the bookshelf. You're like, wait, what the fuck? And then the bookshelf just into the wall and slides down.
Impressive. Every time I see it, I swear to God.
I don't think you've been in the private office.
Nope.
There are books that are actually chained to the shelves here.
Ah. Oh, that's it. Oh, gotcha.
Please have a seat.
Thank you.
These seats are made of the finest human leather, if you want to know.
Enchanted to perfectly mimic this perfect sitting position.
I got them from a good Zemitzi friend of mine.
These chairs are also what are known as failed gargoyle rituals.
Oof.
So, look, I read through the thing. You have managed. This is quite good information. May I ask how you gain it?
Well, simple answer: changelings. They know a few things.
They do indeed. Enigmatic people, if wise in their own way.
Indeed. But that is essentially the information I can remember. The whole magic made me a bit hazy on what all went through. But the prince is already aware, of course. I had to inform him of the potential threat of the mage. And, well, these terms on there that they gave me, I'm not quite aware of what they mean, which is why I wanted to refer to you as, well, you are the one with the knowledge, of course.
Okay, Checkler, I'm gonna need 2 intelligence occult rolls. One for knowing about mages, and one for knowing if there's any way you can make his memory return at least temporarily.
Okay, I will
Both would
roll
be at
for the
8.
mage. Yes, I'll roll for the mages first. I assume creative and kindled lord neither applies.
No, of course not.
And I assume creative does apply for
It might,
the
yeah.
other thing. There we go.
Damn.
Okay. So,
9 successes if a creative applies.
okay, so it has been 2 more nights, or this is night, something like night 9. So, adjust the tracker on your nodes refresh. You can store 6 quintessence in there at the time, right?
I'll check.
Or was it less than that?
Not 12 quintessence totally.
Ah, right, because it's a month's supply and it's 3 per week.
Yes.
Okay, so you know that. Excuse me, I'll close the door. You know that the problem there is that he's not aligned with their home layer of reality anymore. So the things he experienced there don't really exist in his memory fully. But if he could be brought back in sync, at least temporarily, he could remember.
Could I devise a way to do this?
I was just about to get to that. So, thing is, vampires are banality-ridden creatures. They're static. They're, fucked in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
And the power you have, it's not exactly dreaming power coming from this node. But what you could do, there's two ways you could go about this. You could talk to him inside either a zone where the dreaming and reality merge, like a freehold, or inside the dreaming. And that might help. Or alternatively, you could spend a lot of the quintessence you have to temporarily infuse him with a synthesized form of glamour. But that would take a lot of power.
Like 9, then?
Yeah,
Or 8.
more or less about that. And he would have trust you enough to submit to a ritual of your devising this night.
Yes. I'll bring it up, but...
Roleplay
it's not
bringing it up.
Yeah. Well, the technical thing is that the reason you don't remember most of the things is, well, correctly anyway, is because you're not in sync with the dreaming. The world where the changelings exist and draw their power from. In theory, it should be possible to infuse you with enough quintessence, raw magical power, to synthesize glamour, bringing you temporarily in sync with the dreaming, allowing you to remember everything that happened. It would take for most of the night, likely all of it, but I should be able to devise a ritual to do this.
I'm not, of course, of any magical expertise, but wouldn't, infusing somebody with raw magical energy be quite lethal, perhaps?
Only if he fucks it up. But,
with my skill, it would be highly unlikely for such a thing to occur.
he's trying to jury rig like a level 4 or 5 ritual on the spot.
He doesn't know that.
I don't know that. It's just like, pump me full of raw magical energy, daddy.
I wouldn't, of course, ask this of you if you don't wish to do it. It would be completely voluntary. But it might be useful for the war effort.
I just need a major boon if I'm gonna sign up for this, okay?
I think this is a point because of Regent being Regent. Can I perception empathy it to see, like, is he like sort of putting a bit on more on the lighter side, or like how is he expressing it essentially?
Okay, roll perception empathy. And Jack,
Jack,
you can roll subterfuge to, or performance to. Performance to present it, I think, in an appropriate way, to give it the tone that you wish.
Yeah, I'll roll performance. Does well reason apply?
I think so. You're trying to
Yeah.
present it, I think, as a... this is a perfectly routine deathly risk.
Yeah. My question is, what's the difficulty?
6, this is contested.
Okay.
Oof.
Okay.
Well,
It
any
sounds
other-
like a calculated risk.
I'm good at math.
Jack, I've seen your rolls. On any other note, I'd probably say no. But there could be a lot of information that I was not able to remember, which could greatly help. And considering recent events, such a risk may have to be taken, as much as I hate it.
Bless.
Fine, I'll be a part of this, I suppose.
Gracious thanks.
Keeper of Elysium dead in Chantry. Regent suspected of diablerie. Declared blood hunted. City joins the Werewolf Crusade.
Oof.
Okay. So. Let's see. I'm gonna need to think for a second because I need to calculate out what the actual difficulties would be here.
It's base of 7 if it's a level 4 plus 2, so it's 9 or so. If I don't know the ritual.
Level 4, you optimistic son of a bitch.
You said jury rigging level 4 or 5.
Yeah.
5 is if you have detailed. Plus 2 is if you have detailed instructions of a properly developed and balanced ritual Jackalore.
Hey, you could lower the difficulty due to narrative. Come on.
So,
I got 9 successes.
you do. That's a big part of why you can even try this. Because you have to know how glamour works, how it functions, how it relates to the power you have, and how you can affect the transformation. If you had a ready source of glamour, you would have a lot easier time and need less power, but you need to synthesize the stuff first. Okay.
Just like to believe right now that I'm going to be basically half fairy for just a short little while.
Okay, Jackalore, you're gonna need... How much humanity do you have, Demi?
I have a humanity of 6.
Okay. When is the last time Benjamin wrote a new piece of music? Himself.
That's a good question. I didn't do it in the 4 years since I was busy with other things.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't play anything. Probably had to have been then in my backstory when I was like, in Boston, New York, and the like.
Okay, so that was
That maybe
like
have been
4 or
like
5 years ago.
a bit further than that, actually.
Okay.
Maybe like, hold up, I have my fucking things ready. Nope, that's not my backstory. That's Williams. Left England in 1946 to New York, to New World. So 1946, and I came here in 1961. So almost 10 years, maybe 10 about
Okay.
there.
So. Okay.
The only thing that I could say that might help with all of this was that I was in fact recently in a freehold, so that might have some weird magical effect. I don't fucking know.
Not exactly how that works, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
Okay, so. Jackalore. Would you like to invest any of your tasks or any of your extra quintessence into this ritual to make it easier?
Well, how much should I roll my stores rating for that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Here goes nothing. Holy shit!
Ooh, holy shit, actually.
You could put the part of the newest harvest in there.
That's what the difficulty didn't be if I did that.
I'm not gonna tell you the difficulty. You tell me what the total amount of power you're putting into this is.
Well, I'm spending 9 contestants to even tempt it.
Yeah, 9 would be at the low end. Keep in mind, if I decide that the base amount you need is higher than 9 and you're only putting 9 in, you're gonna get boned. Or at the very least, it'll increase difficulty further.
I think I will put the full 5.
And So you have 9, you have 3 left in the node, and you're putting 5 of the TAS in. So it's a total of 14.
No, I don't have anything left in the node if I spend all the 9. I already spent 3.
Hasn't it been enough time for a refresh tick?
No, it's 2 days more.
Okay. Then it's a total of 14. Go ahead and roll at 6. I will adjust the difficulty on my end.
I think I will spend a point of willpower on this.
Okay.
It's worth it. Nice!
Damn!
Okay.
So-
What
is
do
that
you
the
have for
actual-
specialties? You have creative, right?
Yes, I creative.
I feel like that might apply in this case.
It
So I
might.
think he has to get a creative.
Okay. So,
Witness the power of the Clan Tremere!
so it would be 5 successes at difficulty 9. Okay.
6 actually. I spent willpower.
6 then. Okay. Given that it was a while since he had done anything creative, the amount you needed was actually 12.
Oof.
2 went to reducing the difficulty, and given that it was a base ritual of level 5, so 8 there, plus it was one you were making up on the spot, so that's like another 4. So it would have been 9 plus 3 reduced to 9 plus 1, which means that you succeeded it with 4 successes.
Holy shit.
So you have, towards the morning, William playing like a flute badly with the tune he's just made up on the spot, shaking a bell every few moments, inviting the powers in, and winds of magic and multicolored light with lightning crackling over your skin swirling around you.
Yeah, this is magical. I fucking love this, honestly.
And as the winds start to die down and pull inwards, you feel different. It's weird. It's like the walls themselves seem to be moving, but it's not the walls. It's like a shadow of the walls, or like a second set of the walls that are... It's almost like they keep trying to move away and they get pulled back by something you can't see.
Question: does this, for any chance, also change personality? Like, do I feel maybe a bit more creative, a bit more uppity, excited, etc.?
You could channel it to be more creative. Yeah, you're definitely more in touch with that. But mostly it's like you've taken LSD. You can see chimerical reality. Even without enacting aspects and focusing on seeing, like dream stuff. And
More creative, essentially. LSD, baby.
Dracula, did we ever decide in detail what the... Well, actually, let's check. You had not the vein of gold, not that, not that.
I had the totem.
The tribal totem that forms beads
Yes.
of amber. So, what was the Shadow Lord's totem? It was the falcon, right?
Is that Grandfather Thunder?
Oh, yes,
No
Grandfather
idea.
Thunder. What was the Croatonan? It was the turtle, right?
I think so.
Okay, so you look around, you look down, and below the chantry, on a deeper level than you've ever gone, almost directly below you, in fact, you see something shifting. It's not a turtle, we're gonna say it's a serpent, because it's also reptilian. And it seems to be slowly coiling and getting pulled back. Sort of shifting against invisible bonds. You just see the slow pulse of power radiating outwards and flowing through the walls.
Regent, I'm not going to lie. This is kind of incredible.
You can also remember everything that happened in the freehold.
Yeah, hold on. I'm still a bit shell shocked seeing this being on LSD. You don't just go from LSD to being an intellectual in seconds. It's like I know it's me, but it's different. I can see through walls almost. Is this how they always feel it?
I wouldn't know. I haven't tried. But it
Honestly,
seems ritual.
I think you should.
Maybe I will some other time in the war zone.
There were like 3 times where you were afraid you were going to lose control of the vortex and incinerate him.
Let's not mention that. I'm sure he'll be fine without that knowledge.
Also, no, like the walls, they keep being pushing. Everything's weird.
Like everything seems alive. Like they have their own, auras.
Checklord, make me a
Sort-
perception alertness, by the way.
Perception alertness, sure.
He keeps glancing at the center of the node, the actual
Yeah,
source of power.
Oh god.
See?
Difficulty?
6. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not hiding it. I
You
think
you
it's
definitely
difficult
noticed
sometimes.
he's looking straight at it several times, like through the floor. He can see it now, you think.
Interesting. So yeah, my theory was correct. You can see the world in between.
And I do also remember everything. Paper.
Please.
Oh no, paper.
Yes, I take out from my desk paper and
Yeah.
an ink pen.
Yeah, and I'll just start writing now in detail because I remember.
Okay, so for the next couple of days, mechanically, you count as one of the enchanted. You're able to see and interact with the chimerical reality. Because, by the way, every mage in the city probably felt or saw that because he just set off a nuke's worth of magic.
Hey, why did you use a nuke of magic? I just wanted to feel special, Mom.
I think it's at 5 quintessence that it starts just passively affecting normal reality. It's just like strange winds and the like. And then it's like literally multicolored lights swirling everywhere and he went to 14.
Yeah, about that.
I think it was. I wanted to test the theory,
Hey, theory worked.
Can I devise a ritual from this?
This would be a start, but this would be a downtime action to research it and codify it to make it safe. Because you just, by the seat of your pants, you avoided killing him.
Yo, honestly, out of character, that's actually amazing. I actually love whatever he fucking did. That is so fucking brilliant.
I was contemplating, like, oh, please, Botch, let me yeet him into the dreaming.
That would be extremely amazing. But yo, I'm enchanted, or whatever the fuck that means in proper terms.
Essentially, it means that you can see dreaming stuff and the mists don't affect you at all until it wears off.
Nice. But yeah, I write everything down, and now that I remember, do I also remember the time I didn't remember?
Yes, you remember all of it. And you remember the werewolf, and presumably she was an elder of the Crusade, one of the leaders.
Okay.
Most of the stuff
yeah,
you
so-
can just write down, but if you want to sketch her face, I'm gonna need a Dex Crafts roll.
Oh, fuck, I don't have crafts.
I'm sorry, this wouldn't be performance. By
Yeah, no.
Expression, maybe?
No, don't worry. I'll still attempt.
Spend blood on dexterity.
Nah, man. I'm too high on my own creativity that I'm gonna fucking try on my own. Though I don't have the willpower to spend it on, but let's not go into that. So dexterity, add my celerity. I don't have craft, so that's +1 difficulty,
Yeah.
right?
So it's 7.
Apparently hallucinogens can give a extra die in one particular ability, such as awareness. Find aspects discipline raised by a dot or more.
Cool, yeah.
Okay.
But anyways,
Oh,
I have feline
my-
grace, but that doesn't apply.
Oh, that is a fucky thought. Yeah, let's take a look at Ospec's 6 powers.
Wait, what's happening? Am I becoming Vivian incarnate?
Let's see if
The
there's...
effects last for 8 minus stamina hours, but I guess we can change that.
Okay, you got how many? 4 total successes. So base of 1, so the next 3 nights you're gonna have this.
Have what?
Well, be enchanted, but
Yes.
I'm gonna check if there are any Auspex powers that are not too... Actually... yeah, that's a retarded way of doing this. I like this. If you want, Demi, you can embrace the wild shifting energies, and you can have the use of Eyes of Chaos for the next 3 nights.
You know, honestly, I want to play this out sort of as wild magic because I don't think this is really fully controlled, and nor do I know how to control magic myself. So, why don't we let a dice decide what the fuck the magic does to me?
Okay.
How about that?
Everyone start giving suggestions. 1, access to some dementation crap. 2, boost Auspex. What else?
Maybe chemistry?
Yeah,
Put
Kermit.
it in the chat.
Write it out in here.
I'm not gonna put my suggestion. I want to see what y'all get. So that's 3. Oh fuck, Bacon's not here.
Bacon is here.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
My Tessaria.
yeah, actually makes a lot of sense.
Mid this
Doesn't it?
area, sure.
So that's up. Just write it down. That's 4, right?
I don't know how to write it down.
Let's get a
Someone write
fifth.
for me.
Okay,
No.
how about wild magic? Because conjuring, we said, pulls from things like the dreaming, etc., and people's collective consciousness. You could have access
did
to like
consider-
a dot or 2 of conjuring for the next couple of nights.
Yeah, I'll suggest Tomato.
Sure. Put that in. Let's see what the fuck I roll. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1 is repeated,
2.
so just...
Dementation.
Oh, no, it's fine. You got the best one.
Okay, yeah, you think you can almost make out... You can almost see through the cracks, the patterns on the walls, the binding of the books, to the meaning held within.
I'm going to then, I suppose, almost instinctually, because this is dragging me in, use Eyes of Chaos. That if I got that,
Mm-hmm.
just
So-
see where the fuck it leads me.
Make a perception occult at 7.
No, roll it on the node itself.
I'm not really caring. I'm just like, it's dragging me somewhere. I'm just going for. Guess what? I'm actually pretty good at perception occult. Okay, 2 successes.
Okay. You see the whisper of secrets, like strands from a spider connecting the books. And with 2 successes, you know that they are secrets of treachery and Tremere perfidy, and the strands lead towards something that's through the wall behind William.
That's interesting. Yeah, no. William probably sees me like,
He's now looking towards the gargoyle ritual safe.
Please describe what you're seeing. I want to note these down. This might be revolutionary.
Translation, I'm deciding if I need to kill you right now.
damn, I'm too high. I'm just going to. I told you before. I saw more, but I see more, feel more. The books, for some reason, they're talking to me, shifting, opening, but they're not. They're still there.
What are they saying?
Look at the book.
They
Shut the
don't.
fuck up, bitches.
They don't speak. They lead.
Okay.
In
Where do
webs
they lead?
and webs of letters and ink. They're leading over there. Yeah, I'm pointing to where they go.
Huh. Interesting. Note all this down.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. Blessed.
There's something I'd like to show you.
Oh no!
Gonna take you in the back room to shoot you.
I'm going
Wait,
to...
aren't they already in a secret back room?
Yes.
Since probably all of my senses are activated,
This
am I
is
in danger, Chris?
You're not in danger. I want to test something out. I'm excited.
I am excited too, Jack Galore. Sure, go
I'm
with
going
it.
to lead him to the heart of the node.
Oh.
Okay. So the desk, or the floor with the desk, sort of circles and shifts aside, and there's a dark stairway leading downwards. Here, just an opening, and it seems to spiral inwards.
Follow me, and I take a candle from the desk and light it.
I'm probably going to mention, if we're going down, I'd be careful of the snake.
Ah, yes, the snake.
Yeah, you vaguely remember when you seized the note about some sort of a snake trying to materialize and trying to attack your forces. So the ghouls had to lay into it with axes to fend it off while the ritual was completed.
Man.
So these stairs, they're not the cultured chantry masonry that you're used to.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a cave with... These actually seem to be made from probably like black glass that has been fused together, forming a sort of reinforced cave. It's leading down in a spiral.
I'd probably, like, as going down slowly, probably go with my hands, like, fingers over them to get the feel.
Okay. Make
And
me another perception occult roll.
Okay, it's a cult.
At 7. And this is gonna be for how much you get from...
Perception is attentive, occult is kindred lore.
This is a discipline roll, so it doesn't apply.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, forgot about
Okay.
that.
So, you keep going downwards, and you go down another, like 3 floors, effectively, And here it's... You actually see... It's like a sort of like 2/3 of a sphere with the bottom filled in. And in the middle of a room, there is a totem. And there's little glittering beads of what look like amber on the wood. Let me find the picture.
It's in the chantry. There. You need to reveal it to everyone.
Yeah.
I only see darkness.
Yeah.
Incarnate.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to show it. So, inside, you see...
Doesn't really appear.
It's a weird amalgamation. I'm gonna say the way it's looks here, where it's kind of like a winged serpent design, where it has attributes of both a bird and a serpent.
Coatl.
And you can actually see it looks more serpent-like outside the totem, but it seems to be asleep and just shifting in its sleep, and its coiled form seems to fill the room, and you end up walking through it. Except that you, Demi, you feel resistance when you try to walk into the room, because you can touch it now. You overlap slightly with its reality.
Oh no. So it's dragging me in.
No, it's not. It's essentially, you can feel it touching it. It's like you can feel resistance, but it's a kind of resistance like mud. You could push through it and go in. You don't fully overlap with it, but you can feel yourself touching it.
Okay. I guess I'll go for it.
Okay. You push your way into the room and approach the totem. And here it's faint, but you can just pick out a vague silhouette in the darkness. Give me a perception awareness roll. See how much you can make out. At 7, let's say. It's faint. It's like it isn't really on the same plane as the spirit, and even the spirit isn't really fully in the dreaming. It's more like you see an echo of it. But it looks almost like an arch that seems to surround the totem almost.
Like essentially sort of like a door opening.
Yeah. And looking with the eyes of chaos and seeing all of this, you see a potential event, a future that might yet be, of the door shaking, vibrating, and the seals that bind it shut for centuries now flying open, and furred figures wielding silver swords, rushing through and chopping at the chains that bind the serpent down. And then it snapping awake, bursting free and rising to smash through the chantry above it.
Damn.
By the way, Jacklord, there's a sealed Moonbridge endpoint at your node.
Shit. I should have known that.
He might find out after I tell him.
And you just...
So, what do you see? What lies within here? Within the heart of my chantry?
The snake is covered with mud. It's hard to get to it.
Yeah, it's like the snake itself feels like it's a figure.
Oh no! I'm telling about the resistance of going in
Yeah.
a bit. So, sort of feeling that. I see. It's sleeping, but not for long. It's going to be awoke one day.
By what?
People.
You actually
Things.
see, you can make a single face there. It looks like an old wolf. Gray, starting to silver at the ends of its fur. Stronger and more powerful than the others. Standing on the totem that has been cast down but not broken. Holding up a sword in triumph. Directing the snake onwards to consume its oppressors.
It's a wolf covered in and holding silver. It's freeing the snake, releasing it, awakening it.
Oof.
It's liberating yet ferocious, destructive yet in some form of way oddly
Protective?
peaceful and freedom.
How do they get to it? Do they smash through the wards?
They'll come from over there, and I'll just point to where the arch is supposedly supposed to be.
It's like it exists in a weird... Like, you can't tell how the arch is situated, and it's more of an impression of an arch, and it's kind of like the totem itself is where the doorway is located.
Got it. It'll be coming through a door, an arch, storming through like little insects, many of them.
What?
You would know that your chantry can be accessed through the spirit world and has connections to the spirit world, but they are sealed and part of the defensive measures here. So you know that there is you know that some kind of connections might exist. You wouldn't necessarily know that it's a moon bridge per se, but you know that it exists and it is sealed and secured by the set of wards on this place.
Mm-hmm.
But it might be easier to break than the outer ones.
True.
Regent,
Yes.
the snake is mad.
Of course, it's mad. That's why. That's why I imprisoned it.
You're still standing in the snake. You hear almost a faint whisper. Liar. Only you hear this, Benjamin.
Regent,
Yes.
I think you're going to die one day.
I don't believe I will die anytime soon, though.
This might happen soon. Later. I don't know.
There's but one
I
possible.
can just feel that it will.
I'm sure it's just but one possible future. And
Then
now
we-
that we know of it, we can take actions against it.
I'm gonna actually give you one more thing, because you're in a very central location for certain plans and events.
Oh, Jesus, Nyaxi. This is what Benjamin sees.
Post it in the chat.
Wait, you don't see it?
Yeah, we don't.
Oh my god, Nyaxi just broke for...
So, I will give you one more thing, like I said, and that's gonna be it for what you get out of this Eyes of Chaos. You get a name. You hear the faint chanting of the horde of werewolves that have gathered. Bone Raker, Bone Raker, Bone Raker, Bone Raker, as they cheer the Elder.
I'm probably going to mutter that at the same time, sort of joining the chant. Funnily enough, just sort of repeating.
Okay, Benjamin, are you alright?
Never been better.
You need to stop.
Let's head back upstairs. I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are things the prince want you to see.
That feeling when the Trivia region knows he's in danger. Yeah, and I guess I'll head up again, but probably can notice me that obviously I get drawn to this, so I probably look back.
Mm-hmm. So congratulations, you've learned of another angle of attack they've been setting up.
Man, I love magic. Not mage though. Magic though is good.
Magic is great. It's where I play Tremere.
I wasn't here. What did you read to get this high on magic?
He literally poured, what was it, 14 quintessence into me?
Yep.
Okay, Bacon, just so you know, that's a lot.
That's as much
I know.
as the average node makes in a month.
I know that's a lot.
I'm pumped with
Okay.
juice.
Okay, yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, just bump the guy with better all specs with a bunch of magic. Do he say stuff? Lately scientific.
All they did was give him temporary access. He's an honorary Malkavian for a couple of days.
Very much so. Hey, at least I'm not in the Malk network, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Oh no, I'm in danger.
Now you are.
Tyrone just... Wait a second. There's an intruder among us. Bobby, I never trusted you!
Stabbing each other. Classic Malkavians.
So, that took up most of the night. Going back to you two... Day 9. Bacon. Did you roll for detecting the stuff in there? You did, right?
Yeah, got one success. Just gather my clan and say, I don't know if any of you have all specs, but there's this weird feeling today. Like something is up. Be more careful than usual. Don't walk with less than 2 even inside here. Be very careful. I will check maybe someone else at the Elysium got to know what's going on. Maybe some sort of magic or shit like that.
Okay, at this rate, it's gonna be like, are you sure you're feeling anything? Okay, Patricia feels a bit of it. Oof. For a clan of spies, they're really shit at perception.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck the Nosferatu are spies. Doesn't make any sense.
Mostly they have no choice.
Yep.
And they have to trust each other so they can actually work as a team more easily.
Nothing. Also, I have good news. Maybe the weird mages nearby won't try to kidnap us.
Wait, there's weird... What?
Yeah, you guys never heard the story. There's these weird techno mages nearby. Once they kidnapped me, I think we are cool now. Not sure.
Okay. Right, so what are you gonna be doing?
I'm going to Elysium,
Okay.
see what's going on, then lock myself at the sewers until it ends.
Okay, Patricia is gonna grab a shotgun and come with you because no one goes alone. Okay, and you head to Elysium. Okay. Nyaxi, what about you?
I hunt, feed the birds again, then I'm gonna see about meeting with Daniel.
Yeah, you try calling him again. One of his ghouls tell you that, yeah, he's in. He was waiting for you to get in contact.
Okay, then maybe we can meet.
In the park at the usual spot.
I mean, we can meet in the other Elysium in a few hours or so.
Okay. So, going to Elysium. Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, it's a convenient place if we talk about the attack plans and stuff, and then maybe we can directly coordinate with the prince.
Okay, so you two are gonna arrive at Elysium. Bacon's gonna be there first because he's a lot closer. He's not making a detour. Is there someone in particular you want to find and talk to, Bacon? Seems to be a lot of Toreador here.
Either the prince or the sheriff.
The sheriff isn't here, but Sybil is. You remember hearing something about essentially Michelle healing from bad electricity burns? So Sybil is essentially handling things and making sure,
okay.
unless it's an emergency.
Yeah, so I go to Sybil. Oh, hello there, Sybil. What's going on today? The weird feeling that we're getting. Someone discovered anything concrete yet?
No, Benjamin went over to the Tremere to find out what's happening. But I know it feels strong. She shifts slightly to be a little more down, little less downwind of you.
I will wait for the news here in a corner.
Okay. So yeah, everyone's discussing what they're sensing. There might be maybe one or two more people that are able to sense as much as Sybil, namely that it's coming from, the Atlantic essentially. And it's like a current going both ways. But, that's it. And, yeah, Kurt is gonna arrive slightly before Harold. He's gonna essentially, take Sybil off to the side and she's gonna, fill him in. And, well, Harold, you arrive at, more or less, that time. Done talking.
Okay.
Okay. So, Kurt is actually gonna step forward and give it a second for people to chill the fuck out. Let's see if he has the presence to actually get people to be quiet without resorting to much of anything. I think he has 4 intimidation, yeah. Okay. Takes a moment, but they quiet down. Okay. So, we don't know much yet, as no doubt you've gathered, but it seems clear that it's the werewolves trying some sort of attack or fuckery. So, it seems to me that if they're trying to use nature, and frankly, no, that's not correct. That's not even about nature. Just fuck them. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the dirtiest chemicals we can find till tomorrow midnight. And we're gonna dump them in their swamp and see how they like that. Everyone, start looking. If you need money, there are people who can help with that. We'll also need volunteers to dump them. I know some of you have been looking to collect some pelts. You're welcome to join in. That is all. You can get to it. I think that calls for charisma leadership. Okay. Decent. So, based on what I know, there's at least like 3 or 4 vampires that will be very happy with this news. Harold among them.
Yeah, that's good news.
They're certainly trying to provoke a reaction. Or fuck up what they're doing. Think of the baby gators. The oil spill! The fucking oil spill!
Oof, I mean, haven't the wolves killed all of them anyway?
Probably left
I
the
mean,
young ones.
We have 18 of them, so I think it's enough for we start them and keep the bloodline alive.
They can't breed while they're ghouls. They have to be taken off the blood, and then if you want the baby to be a revenant, you have to reintroduce the blood at certain points.
No, not to get revenant, just to keep the population.
Ecotourists are people who blow shit up for the environment, Demi, not who blow up the environment.
And we are on the 60s. Global warming is still a lie.
There's an oil tanker coming up from the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, no, in the 60s, but in the 70s, I think we thought it would be a global cooling, actually.
Wasn't the whole thing with the debacle with the ozone layer being a thing?
Either way, Kurt has learned that an oil tanker is in waters near New Orleans, and he's hatching a daring plan. Okay, so your boat at Elysium. Kurt is gonna make eye contact with both of you and motion for you to come to him.
Very well.
Go with him.
Okay. Where are there 2 Kurts? Oh no! They've been discovered!
It's getting out of hand, and now there's 2 of them.
Okay. So, William has not deigned to honor us with his presence, but I think I saw Leonard there. If you'll excuse me. He's gonna go outside. Leonard is gonna shuffle in, not meeting anyone's eyes. Gentlemen, please sit.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with international shipping lines?
But no, just that.
Not very.
Before I came here, I asked around. Let me just Google oil tanker crew complement. Well, you know that in the Gulf of Mexico they do a lot of oil drilling, all that is shipped to the United States and South America. And there is currently a shipment en route northwards, heading towards Florida, preparing to round the bend and head northwards. It would be a real shame if some unscrupulous people were to, I don't know, hijack it and create an unfortunate happening near a certain swamp.
Indeed.
Oh,
It's
so
very
we're
sad.
doing Titanic, but on the equator.
Kurt just standing on the prow of the ship, looking down on the werewolves. Parry this, you casual.
I don't think I have my pirate flag, but we can get a Soviet flag.
I like the way you think. You three, for a variety of reasons, I want you to take the lead on this operation. You might be joined with William later on, if he chooses to personally replace Leonard. But the tanker is gonna round Florida sometime during the day after tomorrow. So we need to get out of it and seize it now. Come up with a way and get to it.
I just look at Leonard. Did Tremere have a boat?
Why would we have a boat? I have Dominate. You get a boat.
I don't know. It's a port city. You guys have a lot of money. Maybe you just could have some boats.
Leonard, go and buy a boat. Yes, my prince.
That is gonna be a funny scene. Two welders in a Tremere on a boat.
Oh, and 12 alligators.
Are you gonna kill the crew?
Wait, isn't that the plan?
No, I don't think so.
Chemical troubles or environmental troubles continue as the crazed wildlife has swum out to sea and attacked a tanker which crashed into the shoreline near the port city of New Orleans.
Okay, maybe that's not good for the masquerade, I guess.
I just look at Harold. Do you speak Russian?
Oh, that's a good question.
Probably do, honestly.
You had a set of languages you could pick, but if you do, it's probably Old Russian.
Close enough. They won't understand it either way.
Yeah, I just need to sound Russian. Like speak with a very Russian accents. Jumbling some Russian words.
I mean, I certainly have some Slavic language. I was in Eastern Europe for a while after all.
Polish, clearly.
They're all Warsaw-backed nations right now, so...
Yeah, so it doesn't even matter. It's probably Romanian, because the Simics are there as well.
Someone find me how much crew these things are supposed to have.
Fuel cures?
Oil tankers?
Yeah.
I've heard like 1,000 maybe.
No.
They're not
Like,
military
okay.
ships, but this
No.
is 65.
Even then, I don't think they have that much.
It was the Russians. They have corrupted our gators.
I'm sure that'll be a some kind of story on that.
A large tanker will typically carry a crew of about 24 and can cost $100 million or more.
Doesn't.
2,000? That's nothing.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
no,
we're gonna say that since this is earlier times, there might be something like 60 people on board.
Makes sense. Yeah, funnily enough, these things are big, but they don't have the population, actually.
And you
Yeah,
don't need many crew.
Exactly. They're just cargo ships, and when you think about it.
they are. It'd be a shame if one was to spring a leak near a certain swamp.
If it's legal, it has 24. If it's illegal, it has 36.
Okay, so Kurt is gonna call the Archon, and he is gonna call the neighboring princess to explain what he's about to do and for them to get ready, because this kind of surprise gets you killed if it's a surprise.
Yeah.
I think this is charisma intimidation to seem badass enough not to fuck with over this.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I think that me participating on this, it went the truth with the.
Yeah, no, if you do this, your clan is getting culled.
Yeah, I think it's finally time.
Okay. So he leaves you alone for a good hour in the room. You may plan and call in others as you wish. He essentially told you that Michelle's gonna be in a bit and bring her up to speed, but this is your mission, you're in charge. Requisition people, just... It's up to you, just so I can have people I don't really need that badly who I can sacrifice if this backfires on me.
Yeah, I will just leave the room for a while and go talk with Patricia.
With who?
Patricia.
Ah. Okay. What do you ask her to do?
Just to, I just ask her to list someone that she thinks that could be useful on this mission, explain the situation, and explain that it looks like we are finally getting to action. Seems to be no choice.
Okay,
No choice.
she's gonna
I mean-
suggest probably Leo, because he can impersonate people and he has a bit of dominate. Other than that, nobody really stands out that much. Unless you want fighters. But the other
No,
clans
no.
should do that.
You might want some fighters to protect against the werewolves.
No, that's what the other clans are for.
But yeah, it's sad that I was here, because if I wasn't, the prince wouldn't put the responsibility on me. Because if I say no to the idea, he's going to kill me.
Probably not.
Miss Archon, I never threatened that man. I just looked at him.
Anyways, it's already time. The alligators are hungering. They need werewolf blood.
I think this is the last night where you need to finish binding the last few, so yeah.
I got enough time to train more. And with the tornado they are sending,
You don't know that it's tornado yet, you just know that something magical is happening.
yeah, but when the tornado hits, I would just go them.
Okay, so Daniel is gonna sidle into the room and sit down while the other two are out.
Okay, let's see. What do I have to... Oh, yeah, right. Have to inform him about the thing with Leonard. I probably write it on a piece of paper and hand it to him.
Okay, what is on the paper exactly?
That I found out that Leonard infringed on the domain of the Ventru Primogen together with Walda yesterday, and that
Wait, Walden?
yeah, and that he should be prepared for the waves it's gonna make when it's being brought up with the prince and the Primogen.
Just looks at it, see him blink a few times, crumples it up, puts it in his pocket.
On a different note, the prince has drafted me for an important mission involving an oil tanker.
An oil tanker.
Yeah, he wants to use it against the swamp.
Sound. I approve. Fuck those guys.
And besides that, we need, of course, to coordinate with him on the matter of retaking our domain.
You want any help with this? Need backup?
Do we have anyone that's that would be well versed in either boats or oil tankers or anything related?
Ortega knows a bunch about chemistry. Don't know if she can drive a tanker.
Well, no harm in consulting Ortega.
I mean, it's just oil. Unless you want to try and do some chemistry bullshit with it.
And yeah, it should be destructive and it's enough in its own right.
Okay. Are you gonna light that thing up, or are you just gonna dump it? Because we could burn down the entire city if we set it ablaze.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea. We should bring it up with the other elders in charge of this operation.
Okay.
Oh god, lighting it.
It would be a bad idea.
Hey, why not have 4th of July every day?
No, yeah.
Well,
When we meet.
well, I pat you on the shoulder. I'm gonna make sure that Ortega stops by. Let
Good,
me know
thank
if you
you.
need anything. Guns? You need guns?
We will see how we go about the resources for it. I think that Tremere are organizing the boat.
Okay. You're coming back, Bacon. You actually see Michelle coming with one of the Malkavians.
Where is she? Here's she.
They walk in, sit down. So, apparently the prince has decided on a counterattack.
Yep. They're going to steal a tanker.
Okay. Well, pats Tyrone on the shoulder. Tyrone, how do you feel about stealing a tanker? He just grins. Never thought I'd get the chance. Tyrone's coming along in case you need someone who can do stuff with technology or chemistry or stuff like that.
I look at her, blinks.
What am I to you?
the Leonard is getting the boat, and
Yeah, Leonard is back.
Leonard contact the Chantry, managed to get a boat.
I didn't. What?
You left. Thought you were contacting your clan.
Yeah, I went down to the docks and just gave someone 6 stacks of cash till they gave me the deed.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, good enough.
So, it's decent sized boat. Reeks of certain carnal activities and booze, but I think we can manage.
Certainly.
Me and I got a good idea for our clanmate. Any Russian officials that you guys want us to imitate?
The Russian ambassador.
Oof. Michelle just starts rubbing her temple. Okay, right. Masquerade cover up. Nah. No. You're gonna love this. Actually, where do I have any pictures? Do I have any here? Okay. I'm gonna show you what to imitate. She goes away, comes back. So, there's this new fringe movement that's supposedly all about the environment and the damage we're doing, and she starts showing you pictures of hippies. So, I was keeping these in the back pocket in case we needed to cover up something the werewolves fucked up. Because you know. But I think they will do for something like this.
Yeah, I think that we can get this kind of everyone. Me and my claimant, we can interpret some of their leadership.
Just get the look right. It doesn't have to be leadership. They don't need to actually catch anyone. They just need to know who to blame. It needs to make some sense. They'll do the rest. I'm sure.
Okay, yeah. Good idea.
Does Tyrone have Obfuscate 3? He does not. So there's going to be hippie eco-terrorists in this version of history that blew up a tanker to show the world the potential that a large disaster could cause and encourage everyone to be more careful. Now, that doesn't make any sense, but it sounds like the kind of stupid shit that a terrorist would do.
Well,
I mean, do you know of the Extinction Rebellion? They would do something like that.
you can't call terrorists stupid. Eco-terrorists are stupid.
Well, yes, that's what she's suggesting, making them eco-terrorists.
Yeah, I mean, is anyone here familiar with how many people are on an oil tanker? And so, how many we need to take it over?
That's an intelligence technology roll at 7.
I have no technology, so that's why I'm asking.
My intelligence thing is it creative?
No, not
Yeah.
a chance. Yeah, you and Tyrone just start talking, and it's somewhere between 30 and 60, depending on how large the tanker is. So, a good number. You're gonna have to subdue a... Presumably you'll be striking at night, so there'll be one shift that's awake, so if you manage to go in quiet, you have to deal with like maybe 10. And then you can just get the rest as they're sleeping. So it's doable even for a small group. The boat that Leonard has gotten, you can get about 8 or 10 people on board at most. Should be enough
Okay,
to
that
run
should-
it.
Yeah, it should indeed be enough.
Like, honestly, you
And
just
maybe-
need to change the course and make sure that it spills somewhere near New Orleans. That will ruin everything anyway.
Yeah.
Okay,
sure.
so we need 2 good at combat people to come with us, and we fill the boat.
Always say, this is Michelle speaking up, you don't need to slaughter the crew.
Yeah, just need some guns and they'll probably come out safely.
I don't know. By times when there was boarding ships, it was always very violent.
Actually, it funnily enough wasn't, at least with pirates, because they just run up the flag and half the time the vessel surrendered and they just took stuff, and any crew that wanted
No.
to join the pirates.
I'm not talking about the pirates, I'm speaking about the French.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
That's a bless.
Okay, so towards the morning, Benjamin is gonna return, and William can visit Elysium if he was planning to as well. Jackalor, he froze on that eyebrow raise. It's fucking perfect. Okay, Benjamin, you come back. The atmosphere in the Elysium has certainly changed. You see people moving in and out one of the meeting rooms. Inside you can see Mr. Odin and Oluwaseyi talking. Sheriff seems to be there, a little bit healed now. Something's afoot.
Well, I'm finally back from the chantry, and even though this is fucking amazing. By the way, is it the next night or is it still the same night?
It's the morning of the same night. This is right after you finished looking and left. Because you arrived via mirror.
Yeah, no, I'm still a bit uppity, but I still am understanding that I have a job to do, so I'm going to go and find the prince, if he's still here.
I think he will have left by now.
Damn. Well, there's only one thing I can do then. I'm going to go to my room, and I'm going to start touching my violin. See what secrets they speak to me.
Okay. Roll perception occult at 8.
To specify, I'm also probably the best violin I have is the one the McSlutty gave me. But yeah,
McSlutty who?
the Setite.
Ah. Okay. You just get a vague glimpse of fiddling while Rome burns.
Wait a second.
That's not ominous at all, right?
Interesting. And yeah, no, essentially for the rest of the night until I suppose I just fall asleep automatically, I'm just going to start going into, I suppose, a bit of an experiment mode.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, ooh, what's this? What's that? What's this? And what happens if I touch myself and do it?
Okay, Jackalor, did you join Benjamin in coming to Elysium afterwards? Or did you...
I would have joined him.
Okay. Then, you're at Elysium, you see the hustle and bustle as one of the meeting rooms has people going in and out. The sheriff and Leonard are there. Along with some of the others. You can peek in and see what's happening if you wish.
Oh, I'll just bring Benjamin to the prince before he injures himself.
No, Benjamin, the prince isn't here and Benjamin goes off to his room to play with his violins.
Okay. Uh, I guess I'll knock.
Okay, so he knocks, and you all see that William has arrived in the early morning hours.
Oh, hey, William. What is going on with the weird feeling?
Uh, from last I checked in with Alexandra, she claimed it had something to do with the weather. She didn't know quite what it was, only that the werewolves were doing something.
Oh,
Leonard is gonna speak up, Regent. If you wish to join us, the prince has ordered a counterattack on the werewolves.
Ah, perfect. I was going to suggest something similar.
At this
What
point,
is
we
it?
are.
there are like news clippings. One of them is in Spanish from like Mexico of such and such tanker departing.
Wait, are we doing what I think we are?
There's
Yeah,
like
they're
a
hijacking the tanker.
there's like a shitty picture of the tanker in the middle of the table. A map where the rough course has been plotted. And pictures of hippies for some reason.
Yeah, probably there's some hippie music on the disc thing because Oluwase want to know how.
You don't you don't like CDs aren't a thing you would be using.
No, yeah,
Yeah, sure.
yeah, I don't know the name in English.
Okay. So there's some hippie music playing as well, Jackalor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have performance. I could probably play hippie music
Please don't.
badly.
No, I could play hippie music. I have piano.
Okay. So they quickly bring you up on the plan. Apparently they're gonna drive an oil tanker next to or into the werewolf can and smash it open.
Oh god, it's even more perfect work
You cut
place.
out there.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, there's a reason people were killing.
You're cutting out a lot.
Fuck. Yeah, my thing is fucked. It's working now.
Sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah, the reason is that people were killing the alligators. We have our casus belli.
Oh my god, the eco terrorists claimed the alligators were slaughtered by hunters
Coach.
or
be
something,
exact.
or that hunting practices led to them going crazy. And so in protest, they're gonna dump a bunch of oil over everything there.
No, is that oil actually flammable? That's what I'm going to ask, as someone that hasn't any science.
It is, but if you burn it, I think it will be easier to clean up after. If we let it stay, it will
It
be more contaminating.
like I could rig an incendiary to ignite it. This is Tyrone, by the way. But it doesn't want to burn normally. It's unrefined. But it would have to be a big ass fire. It's like we're talking about the whole city being fucked.
Yeah, okay, that's probably a bit too much.
The prince might be upset.
Might be.
He's spoken to me of what he considers the proper scale of destruction at times.
Well, then the oil spill will have to do.
Have you ever seen a werewolf covered in oil coming at you?
Oh,
They get a
God.
lot of free rage points from something like that.
Isn't it slowing them down?
Not
We
at
just need
5 or 6 strength, it doesn't.
But they could slip and fall.
no, imagine
At
them
6
on.
dexterity?
Imagine when they set themselves on fire, covered in oil, charging at us.
They have a gift for only taking bashing from fire, so...
And we don't have to get that close, probably. Just close enough. We can stay on the boat, probably, right?
Just driving it up right up next to the swamp would be hard. Because you have to, you know, figure out how to drive the damn thing. This is a big-ass ship. It usually has tugboats when it comes close to the shore.
There's no problem. I have 5 on dexterity. I can.
You have drive specifically for naval big ships like this?
No, I just throw
It...
dexterity at 7. It's fine.
No,
It's just
Bacon. You
dexterity at
don't.
8 or 9.
This wouldn't be a dexterity-based thing. This would be a wits or intelligence-based thing, and it would be at 9.
Perfect, my wits is 5.
Yeah, mine as well. We can just pull it together.
And I mean, what's the worst that can happen even if we barge?
You ignite it as you drive it into the shore. Right onto the New Orleans docks. That's the worst that could happen. So remember how you used to have a city?
I
Yeah,
guess
then
the
we will
werewolves will win that one.
It's fine, we can just be very careful and spend
Jackalar's just gonna stride through the ashes with his golden locks. Father of ashes.
Oh yeah, and who are we gonna take along? Like, if are we
Yeah.
gonna do it violently, or...
You have Tyrone. And you have the 2 of you, and William can come along if he wishes. That's like 4 people.
So you can take up to, like,
Up to 10.
up to 10, so 6 more if you want to.
Some
Yeah,
of that can... Like, if you don't take that many vampires, will be just filled with generic fighting ghouls.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're going to
okay.
take one, another Nosferatu for properly passing as a perfect hippie.
Actually, yeah, no, you can't take Leonard. He doesn't have it in him to dress as a hippie. It's just not gonna work. And actually, there's a lot of people. There's Justin, there's that one Bruja. Who...
No, if you take someone along that has Dominate, couldn't we just make the guy that usually pilots the
Yeah,
vessel?
you could. That's why you
Do
want
our
at least
thing.
one Dominate dude.
Yeah, so if Leonard is too much of a pussy, which we should probably tell the prince.
He just can't fake being a hippie effectively. Alright, the gangrel that wanted to smoke some wolves died.
Yeah, I out of character. I know how you can make Leonard look like a hippie. Get somebody, a mortal, to get absolutely fucked by weed high, and then have Leonard suck him. Easy clap.
Actually, I know exactly what's gonna happen. Someone's gonna knock on the door. Hey, so, you're the guys that are preparing to do a thing, right?
Oh, who's that?
You think it might be one of the Toreador?
Come in, join us.
Okay. Let's see if Justin is around as well. So, What's the plan, guys?
I like tip on the old tanker picture with my hand, with my finger.
Sweet. I like it. Kind of fucked up, but I like it.
Who is this?
This is one of the historiadors. The new one. So, hey. I'm gonna join in, but I want an equal share of the loot. Okay?
Will there even be loot?
I'm not gonna be anyone's cabin boy, okay? I'm a full member of the crew and I get an equal share.
Okay.
And I get to climb
barrel.
the mast when we put the flag up on the ship we seize.
I'm just say to him, you get 1 barrel like the rest of us.
That's perfectly fine. Leonard just keeps counting on his fingers, doing what you see him just thinking hard. Guys, I don't think we can take this many people if we need room for a barrel for everyone as well. There's not enough room on the boat.
Get a bigger boat.
Just gives you a... like a... oh, for fuck's sake, look. I barely got this one.
I
Wait,
really
what
do
are
want
we-
to see what you come up with. I'm
What are we
curious.
even looting?
Actually, the oil barrels is not worth.
I mean, it's not. It's really not.
Yeah, it's crude oil. It's not worth anything.
At this point in history, it's what, like $30 a barrel or something?
Yeah.
Something ridiculously cheap.
You know, gentlemen, I'm in this for the glory and the honor, so I will not require a barrel.
Yeah, we just can loot the people. They
To be
should
fair,
think.
that is $100.
Okay, so what's the plan? Just walk in, get the crew to cooperate, use this to fuck up the werewolves?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
but
also blame all these hippies people. We're going to dress up like them.
Okay. So, does anyone feel like a little bet? I bet that someone is gonna fuck up and kill someone on this one.
I mean,
He reaches into his pocket and slams down a 20 on the table.
sure, I I'll put out 20 as well.
Do you have resources?
Yep. Sven takes care of most of it, but I probably have pocket money from her.
Oh yeah, no, you have 3. You can afford the 20 easily. He only has like 2
Chuckles.
resources than me. He's not playing it that safe.
No. He's playing it safe on the bet.
Yeah, no.
Obviously, somebody's gonna die.
I just let's see. I have resources. I pull
How much?
a 50 bill. At least 3 dead.
You know, if you guys are so pessimistic, you should probably take more.
He is gonna pull out like a wallet, look through, pull out 2 20s and a 10. No more than 2. No shifting the count yourselves, though.
No, no. Yeah.
Let's take like multiple people with dominate along so this goes more smoothly.
I already know what I'm going to tell my clanmate.
What a raging accident. Okay, so you have... If the sheriff isn't going along, you currently have 7 people. 2 for muscle, and 3 for various skills, essentially. There's gonna be one more Nosferatu coming to help with impersonation and setting, you know. It's gonna be Leo. You have 2 more spots open. Is there anyone else you want?
I'm not coming along, right? Right?
I'm not counting you in this now. But you can fly. You could get
Yeah,
out.
I'm not going along with this.
Okay.
What else could we ask for?
A rocket launcher.
We need some.
Maybe some explosives.
Why do you
Yeah,
need
the-
To blow a
explosives?
hole in the ship. To blow a hole in the ship so the oil runs out.
Okay. Tyrone has pipe bombs. He says he's good to go.
The Gangrel are
Is
getting
that
taken
going to
straight.
be enough to break through the hull?
You have a Gangrel Elder. You have Nosferatu Elder. You'll be fine.
Actually, the people here in the circle already 8. Are we going with 10?
Yeah. Unless you wish to remove someone from there, but those 2 really want to kill werewolves, like Justin and Saul, so... They're gonna be really disappointed if they don't get to come along.
Yeah, so can just... I don't know if anyone else thinks so. We already have some Toreador with Dominate, so maybe some Bruja if they want to. Maybe one of the more violent can grab as well.
Neither of the Toreador here have any Dominate.
Yeah, no, I think we should get more dominate on board.
Yeah, we need people with Dominate.
Like, there's a lot of Tremere in the city after all.
Oof. Checker War, would you like to sacrifice some of your Tremere to this mission?
No. Why? Leonard is already going.
Are you
Yeah, but
betraying
Leonard
the
is a
city?
fuck up.
Well, Leonard isn't actually going, he's staying on land, but...
No, he's presumably going.
Yeah,
Bert
he's going with
volunteered
us.
him because the Tremere need to take point on counterattacking.
Fair enough. Yeah, Leonard. If Leonard wants anyone, he can ask me and I'll consider it.
Okay. Annie would be just about healed. Yeah, he's gonna ask for Annie. Because she's good with a gun and she's presumably can dominate. Annie's gonna have to roll conscience to even be part of this mission, by the way.
That's her problem.
Honestly? I'd probably suggest Charles instead. Well, he's just a mage. He doesn't have dominate.
Charles. Okay.
But
I mean, that sounds
Charles,
a lot
time to
like.
die.
Okay. I'm gonna go along. Path of Levin Bolt 5, Path of Fire 5. Okay.
yeah, let's not do that.
Actually, no, he didn't have blood up to 5, did he? He had
I
others.
don't think so.
He had fire to
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've copied it in wrong because that's one of the things that got lost. Path names. There we go. So yeah, he could really easily ignite it for you.
And you decided against that, right?
If you built a trebuchet on the deck and had a bunch of empty barrels with you. Okay. Anyone else? You have one slot open. Keep in mind that you won't be you're gonna have to have the ship moving during the day as well. But what you can do is take more than one trip and ship some ghouls in afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, we can take ghouls. I was going to ask for
I would probably just suggest Charles rather than Annie, and have him have access to the ghouls, other than the mobsters.
Okay. Roll manipulation intimidation. Difficulty is hidden.
Okay.
Okay. So there's one ghoul coming along then?
I mean, that's a good question. Maybe a ghoul is more useful than Charles.
Well, Charles is useful for combat, and
Well,
he can, of
Charles
course, light
is
fire.
Charles and a ghoul, or two ghouls then.
I mean, whoever Leonard thinks is going to be more useful for this, I'll let him have some judgment on this.
You know, he wants. Charles is gonna be good in case things go horribly with Werewolf, and he's good at magic. There's case some fuckery, so yeah, Charles and a ghoul.
Okay.
So the next night, he's gonna roll around. You gather at the docks. The ghoul is there. Everyone else is there. Charles is nowhere to be seen. Jackalor. He left the chantry on time, just as planned. Goodbye, Charles.
I was going to have him transferred to a chantry of his choice with my personal recommendation for it, but
You know, if you keep sending him on suicide missions, he's not gonna survive to see that. So he figures he'll take his chances.
Okay, I need to. Do I have Illuminated Trail of Prey in my chantry?
You don't know yet, but you don't know that he's left yet. They're waiting at the docks. He left through the Elysium as normal.
Mm-hmm.
But you could attempt to track him. Someone might have the ritual themselves, even if you don't have it in the library.
So should I roll it for the library?
No. We'll try and resolve the boat stuff.
Okay.
So the window of opportunity is closing. Charles is about half an hour late. You need to decide if you are gonna wait for him and for how long, or if you're gonna proceed with the mission without him.
I will proceed.
Bacon?
we proceed with he isn't here, he's coming.
Okay. So you have 4 people with stealth. So one of you needs to take a wit stealth roll, and you can add an extra dice for everyone that is helping. So it would probably be Bacon. I assume your wit stealth roll is the better of you two.
Yeah. So
I mean, I assume so. Mine is not bad, but it's not like super high.
so I get 3 dice
3 extra, yeah.
difficulty.
6. This is gonna resolve in a couple of rolls. They're just unaware mortals, so you have a good chance to. Okay. So I think Leonard is gonna end up being the one leading the dominate. So those who just have 1, let's do it this way. I'm gonna give him 2 extra dice because there's a bunch of presence people and like 1 person with dominate to help. Unless Tyrone had dominate. Nope, he has dementation. So this is gonna be a manipulation leadership to get people to cooperate. Okay. No, I did it wrong. Sorry. It should be 11 dice because he gets extras. True to form, Leonard. True to form. Magnificent. And then, Nexi, why don't you lead this? Let's see how many people will be helping you. We're gonna say you get 3 extra dice and make a strength brawl check. See how well you subdue any people that wake.
Can I bloodbath?
This is more of an abstract
Okay,
game,
that's
so.
I have 10 dice anyway.
Okay. Okay, the ship is under control. So, Bacon, give us a wits technology with a. Actually, Tyrone's gonna be outright helping you, and this is for you to figure out how to drive the ship and direct it with having to control the crew at the same time. So,
Okay.
this is at a 7.
Yeah.
Oops, wrong
So
difficulty.
I don't get any bonus dice.
No, Tyrone's gonna act as an assist, so you're gonna get extra successes, or an extra success from him.
Okay. This is the most important part. So one question. Last session I left early.
You cut out, but you did get a willpower point at the end of the session, or should have.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to use it. Okay. Yeah, that's decent.
Well, what do you have for specialties?
I wrote it above. I have ambushes, wits, and I don't have anything on technology.
Okay.
Science.
Okay. Wayne successfully climbs the mast to the very tippy top and ties a black shirt to it. Okay. So you get 1 success, or there was 1 success on the domination. Okay. Roll 2 luck dice, 1 each. Yep. Okay. Wayne wins both bets. You had to kill 2 people when the dominates didn't work as intended.
Well, he earned just 20 bucks from me, I guess.
Actually, there's a short discussion, and Wayne is gonna go climbing back above to tie like a rainbow hippie flag with a peace sign to the mast.
No. Oh, guess blacks aren't being free and Vietnam's continuing.
He almost falls. It's just like clutching. Let's keep trying.
You know.
Okay. One more. Okay. Hita has it in place of the black shirt. Okay. And I guess one last thing, there should be a manipulation subterfuge roll. 4. Okay. Yeah, Leonard spins a tale about having engine troubles and having to make an emergency detour to New Orleans for repairs before they can continue, and to expect them to be about a week late on their schedule.
Well, then all step is to spill the oil.
Okay, and well, that we're gonna get into the next session, because that's when you might get yeeted by a few packs.
I mean, how fast can they swim? Huh?
With the right gifts, very fast.
Land ho.
Okay, well then, I think this might be a decent spot to wrap, because we have now started eco-terrorism, as it should be.
Guys, Elder is all about politics.
We are. Now we know why the world is so fucked. Solo can bring.
Okay, Jackalor, no, you weren't here for a good chunk of it, but what's your favorite moment?
When Kurt. Well, actually, no. My favorite moment was when I actually succeeded in not only convincing the. I can't remember. Benjamin that, yes, this is completely doable. And then managed to succeed at it anyway.
It's fine,
the
sometimes
ritual.
princes get mad. I'll just close the doors to the chantry for a decade until there's a new prince. Okay,
I
and
don't
what's
think it'll last a decade.
Wow. And what is going through William's head?
He thinks this whole idea is a bad idea, but the prince wants it, and well, have to do it. Also, what the fuck is Charles doing?
Well, that's when you find out. But yeah, it's... Charles is probably taking a trip somewhere, possibly south to Mexico at this point.
If I can kill him, I'm just going to tell him that I'm going to let him go with a recommendation to any other chantry in North that I can reasonably manage to listen to my recommendation.
Yeah, that's the troubling part.
Rather than him escaping to the Sabbath.
And I think there's a chantry in New Mexico that will... No, wait, in Mexico City that will gladly accept your recommendation.
See, you already sent him out. Remember when the werewolf scouts were around and you sent a group with Charles to try and get them? You
I
already
didn't think it-
saw that as you sending him out to die, and now you did it a second time.
I didn't think it was that dangerous of a mission, honestly.
Just eat this pack of werewolves while we're under siege. It's fine.
I mean, this time, let's be fair,
I mean, they
it
just
were
arrived.
3 elders.
Okay. Demi,
Hello.
tell us about your favorite moments.
You know, in general, this session was pretty good.
I'm gonna strangle you.
But no, definitely the magic part. That was pretty fucking good.
Okay. And what is going through Benjamin's head?
Probably I feel young again.
So start thinking about what derangement you're gonna take when you learn dementation.
I'm not learning dementation, guys. This is just a hey.
It's
this is
just a
pure
face.
pressure. This is just pure pressure. Like the Regis just like, come on, a little magic won't hurt anybody.
It didn't hurt anyone. It's helping us.
all the
Demi.
cool kids are doing magic nowadays. Benjamin.
Magic is a gateway drug. You need to be stronger
The
ones.
gateway drug to infinite power.
My mind just flashed to Jackalor killing the Malkavian that saved his life.
Oh,
When
no.
he said that.
I also like how firstly Jack was like, ah yes, he knows everything in this chantry. I like to experiment.
Bacon.
Like,
Favorite moment was the interaction. Mages, I fucking hate them, but they are so great characters.
Okay. And what's going through OSA's head?
Yeah, going outside, doing stuff, politics. Sometimes you raid a ship like the old.
Okay. Naxi.
Spending time with Walda was pretty good, and I also like Rain.
Okay. And what is going
And-
through Odin's head?
Huh. He's preoccupied with the mission, I suppose, and hopes he's like kind of sad that we couldn't like ignite the oil to set the cairn on fire or something.
In the old days, we would have had 5 longships for a mission like this.
Yes.
Okay. Then, starting with Jackalor, which NPCs deserve XP?
Leonard and let's do Charles.
Okay. And I think we forgot to assign XP to NPCs last time as well.
Yes, we did. So for last time, Michelle and Andy.
Okay. And Andy. Okay, Demi.
yeah.
XP for NPCs.
Well, I'd give one to Alexandra. All that weather training came into use.
Mm-hmm.
This is
And-
what I trained for.
And I think I'd give one to unless Jack or Gay, I don't remember. One to Wayne. He won both bets.
I did not give any to Wayne.
Okay, and what about last session?
I wasn't there last session.
Okay, fair enough. Bacon.
Okay, 1 XP for Wayne. And who else? And nah, just didn't do too much on it. And 1 to Andy for last session. 1 for Daniel. And who else did something that session?
It can be over the last couple of sessions, we agreed, so... Anyone that did
Remember.
anything in the last 3 is okay.
Actually, to Tyrone.
Okay. Nayaxi.
Let's see, 1 to Walda and 1 to Daniel.
1 to Alda, 1 to Daniel. Okay. Do you know what you've done just now? You've
Something
given
good?
Walda the first dot of politics.
Yay! It's about time.
1 to Daniel. And what about last session?
Let's say 1 to the sheriff and... Huh. Bobby can have 1.
Right, he had to help clear up Jackalor's mess. Alright, Jackalor, I think you weren't here for this bit. Andy was going around telling everyone how horrible it is when people infringe on domains and how it's practically treason
actually
in
was
times of war. Alright, you were listening in.
Yeah. Just listening for the beginning of the session.
Okay. Well then, I guess we are done. Say goodbye, everyone.
Hold up.
Sponsors?
Yeah.
No, does any we get 1 willpower back, and I want to argue for willpower.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
XP.
Oh, and
nice.
MVP.
We don't do that anymore. We will assign some bonuses at the end of the arc.
Oh fuck, you're right. Holy shit.
Can I argue for willpower for Conniver?
You can get a point for getting Benjamin to help your cause.
Yes.
I have architect. I found out stuff, and I went and helped the Tremere as well, and went to dangerous things to fully get stuff good for the future plans of what the fuck we're gonna do against the werewolves.
I'll give you a point for that. Anyone else?
For Loner, I basically started a possible alliance.
Yeah, no, definitely you can. Honestly, with how well that went, and how terrified of them you were, I'll give you 2 points for that one.
Nice.
This was the 4th proper session, right?
Yes.
Okay.
2 XP. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm so close. I got 2 XP. I need 2 more, and I fucking know what I'm getting.
Dementation 1.
No, actually, awareness 3 at this point.
Look, remember that elder that I have to find? I can find the next session and get what is the name? Obfuscate 6, so I can hide my aura.
I mean, I can
Nice.
tell you where the elder you need to find is. He's sitting in the chantry. Can also pick up Dominate at the same time.
Wait, what is he looking for again?
7th generation gnomes.
Ah!
Okay, well, if there's nothing else, then I believe we can finish. Demi, do you have a word for our sponsors?
No, we don't do sponsors anymore.
See, Keegan? See? He's whipped. He has
Just
been
roll
tamed.
some ads on Twitch.
Yeah,
It's going
no,
to be
like you
fine.
can do that for me now. My job is being replaced by machines. Wake up, sheeple! We're being replaced.
I just started an ad. They can't hear you screech anymore.
Ah, son of a bitch. They can hear me because a lot of people have ad block because they're smart.
Yeah.
Redimir, no, I'm not joining the fucking Malk network.
Join it.
No.
I want to see what happens when a foreign intelligence joins the Mach network.
I
You
think
crazy son of a
Borat firebombed your ass the last time that happened, Jackalor.
I will be honest. I really like the magic thing. That was some nice.
You're
It
welcome.
was. It was
Okay,
really-
well then. Goodbye everyone till next week.
Goodbye.
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 Oh shit. Right.